Hi, you guys. We're going to start in about a minute. Make sure you have a towel with you, have a water bottle with you, have a mat, have lighter weights and maybe heavier weights so you have some options. And if you don't have weights, you can just use resistance. And we're going to do the same format as we've been doing all the way through. We're going to start with our lower body, big muscles, move to the upper body, and then to the mat, and then have 3 different circuits. So get ready to go. Now, quick sip of water. Have water during the exercise whenever you want. Take a break whenever you want. We'll do a short warm up and then we'll get right into the circuit. Hopefully you can see me okay. I know it's pretty bright in here. It's getting a lot of sunshine, which is a good thing. I love sunshine. All right, soften those knees, recruit that core, lift up through your spine. Big inhale, big exhale. Notice my knees are nice and soft and bent. And I'm just lifting up through that spine and then releasing. Reach up all the way to the ceiling and release. Give me one more big inhale. Big exhale. Now I want you to roll those shoulders back, create a nice big round circle. Give me one more right here. Now center it and focus on reaching down the thigh and lifting the opposite elbow and drawing back to center. So you're creating nice movement through that spine, waking up that lower back. Notice my knees are really soft and bent. Now, if you have lots of flexibility, you can go quite deep in this. If you don't have a lot of flexibility, then you go as far as you can. But you're going to feel a little bit of warmth coming into that lower back and increasing mobility in that back. 4, 3, reach down. 2, last one back to center, right here. Big inhale, big exhale, reset, roll those shoulders forward. Opposite direction, nice big round circles. 1 and 2, release. Now, other side, lift the elbow up and reach down that thigh, come back to center. Reach, center, reach, center. That's it. Allow that body to warm up, don't overdo it. Keep the knees really soft with this one. Now, think about drawing that belly button in, creating nice stability through your core. Let's do 2 more and then come back to center. 1, 2, back to center, big inhale. We're gonna reset again, relax the arms down, and now let's step the legs in. So just warming up that lower body. Again, think about recruiting the core, drawing the belly button in, keeping your shoulders down, and lifting up through that spine. So think about lifting your head a little closer to that ceiling. Now cross over. Just gentle warm up. And think about swinging the arms, front and back. Warming up the shoulders. Keeping the length in that spine. Limit that forward flexion. Okay, now relax the arms down and lift the knees straight up. That's it, nice work. Think about placing your feet down rather than dropping them down. So you're actually slowing as you release the leg. Slow it down a little bit and place it down. Be aware that you're warming up that lower part of the ab as well. You're gonna feel that transverse, warming up and your hip flexors. Now take the knee to the corner, small rotation. There you go. Now you're really gonna feel your hip flexors. Opening up that hip. Nice work. Keep that spine long. 4, 3, 2, 1, back to center and step touch. We're gonna take a knee lift to the side for 8. Ready? 4, 3, 2, this side. Lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to center, step touch. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more. Back to center and step touch. Now use both arms. Increase the arms. 4 more. Back to center, step in. Other side, both arms, big movement in the arms. 4, 3, 2, back to center. Now I want you to hold it here. Hold it. We're going to take the heel to the glute. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and big arms. That's it, nice work. Warming up the hamstrings. Is that core engaged? Back to step touch. 4, 3, knee to the corner, both arms. 4 more. Back to center. Ready for the other side? Let's go. 4 more. Back to center and step. Take the heel to the glute. Ready? Big arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, and center. Hold it here. Now take the heel forward again. This time when you drop down, I want you to draw your hip back. Notice the difference. Now we're going to slow it down. Drop, engage, drop, engage, drop, engage, drop, engage, reach, reach. Now as you reach, really recruit that core. That's it, nice. Now pick it up, drop, 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 drop. Notice the difference? That's it, nice work. We're gonna add this one on. Drop, drop, drop. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, the center and tap. 1, 2, 3, to the corner, knee lift. 4, 3, 2, back to center, pull. Other side. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, back to center, step touch. Heel to the glute, remember, pull in. Now heel forward, drop, drop, drop. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and march it. Nice work. Again, I want you to lift up through that spine. Exhale. Nice work, everyone. Have some water. We're going to start our first little circuit. Forward lunges. Then we're going to do upper body work. And then we're going to do core and a lot of recruitment through the back. All right. Now, if you want to have weights, you can grab a set of weights and just hold them to the side. So feel free to do that. We're not going to be doing any upper body work, but you can always hold them there for weight. All right, we're going to start with our forward lunges. Lift up through your spine, engage your core. Think about expanding through your chest as you lunge forward so that you're not hinging through the waist. Ready? Choose one leg. It doesn't matter which one it is. Let's go. Lunge, hold, draw back. Lunge, hold, draw back. Now, as you lunge, square out your hips. Square hips. Now, is your knee over your toe? Nice work. Exhale as you lunge. Now, come a little deeper. Just a little deeper. Think about drawing that back leg closer to the floor. That's it. Closer to the floor. Last one right here. Walk it back. Other side. Let's go. Lunge, lift, lunge, lift. Keep the shoulders back and low. Keep your chest open. Check your position of your front knee. Come a little deeper, a little lower, and lift. A little lower, and lift. 2 more. 1, 2. Nice work. Let's alternate. One side, draw up, other side, draw up. One side, draw up, other side, draw up. Keep going. I'm facing you now. That's it. You're going to give me 2 more. 1 and 2. Now, you're going to lunge forward with one leg and hold. Hold it right here. Drop as deep as you're able to. You're going to really feel it firing up in the back leg. Hold it. Keep that movement. Now, Think about the recruitment of your glutes in this position. Engage the core, relax the arms and shoulders. Keep firing it up. Now, from this position, small lift, dip down. Small lift, dip down. Your weights, if you have them, are right to the side. That's it. Let your breathing help you. Shallow breath. That's it. Articulate that movement. Feel the recruitment of the muscles as the legs get heavier. That's when you know. 4, 3, 2, come down, hold, hold. Go down about 1 inch deeper. Yes, hold. 4, 3, 2, come back. And I know you know which leg you worked. All right, ready? Lunge forward, hold. Drop down, find that sweet spot where you feel that maximum engagement. Front knee over your toe, shoulders back, and release. That upper body is quiet. That's it. Now, think about your breathing. Breathe through it. Recruit, recruit, stabilize. Beautiful. Nice work. Now, dip down, go a little deeper. Now lift up. Little deeper. Now lift up. Little deeper and lift. Yes, you got it. Keep going. 4 more. 4, 3. Notice the amount of balance you are creating. 2. Now come down, hold. Come down just a little deeper, hold. Feel that activation. 4, 3, 2, come back, alternate lunge. Now notice the difference in the top of your leg, your quadriceps. Yeah, heavy, right? Tight. That's a good thing. That means they were really activated and you were working hard. This feels so easy now compared to what we were just about doing. Okay, 4, 3, 2. This is the last one. Beautiful job, you guys. March it out. Now, have some water if you like. We're going to go to shoulder presses. So if you like, get a lighter weight, or you just decide what weight works for you. We're going to start in the upright position. You're going to take that weight to shoulder height. And here's the important part. Bend your knees, recruit your core. Then extend the arms slightly in front of you so you can see them, and draw back. Extend and draw back. That is not a baby crying, that's a seagull. Way too old to have babies. Exhale. Exhale. If I look in front of me, I see those weights right in front of me. Nice work. Now, if you feel like you want to work harder, keep exactly the same movement with your weights and dip a little deeper with the lower body. So you're loading that lower body at the same time. You're also going to notice a different recruitment through your back. But if that's a little too intense, come up and stay right here. Our focus right now is on the upper body, but you can always include the recruitment of that lower body, and by dropping lower, you're really going to feel your back. All right, draw down, release your arms. Now, take your elbows out to the side. They're slightly below your shoulders. You're going to take the weight and you're going to dip down and you're going to lift up. You're going to dip down and you lift up. There you go. We call these jug pours, where you're pouring a jug. It's a heavy jug. And you're pouring it and then you're lifting it back up. You're pouring it and you're lifting back up. Now, imagine you have a big bowl in front of you, and in your arms you have 2 heavy jugs. And you're adding liquid. Turn, lift. Rotate the shoulder forward, lift. Rotate the shoulder forward, lift. Here's my side position. Dipping down, lifting up. Dipping down, lifting up, dipping down, lifting up. Now you've forgotten about your legs because your arms are getting really heavy. And now you're worried about your arms, going, oh, how many more do we have? How about 4 more? 4, 3, 2. Feel that upper back activation. 1, hold, draw in, release. Nice work. Now take your weights onto the floor if you like, or put them to the side. Now if you don't want to flex your wrist, holding the weights will establish a nice long straight wrist. If you don't have any wrist issues, then you're fine to flex your wrist. So we're going to go to plank. Come down. This is the mat part of our first circuit. So you all know I love the plank. We always do the plank. Square out your hips, draw in your belly button. Are your hands below your shoulders? Are you a little bit on your tippy toes? You're almost there. Now lift your head slightly away from your shoulders and look in front of you. Now you have your plank. Nice work. Release the knees, draw back. Ready? Come back, all fours, draw up, and create that beautiful plank again. Go through those checkpoints. Are my hips square? Am I drawing in my belly button? Do I have a long, straight spine? Are my shoulders above my wrists? Am I lifting my ears away from my shoulders? And I'm looking in slightly in front of me. Check, check, check. Nice work. Release the knees, draw back. Come back to tabletop from this position, draw straight up. That's it, beautiful. Very simple, but I want you to really articulate that movement and focus on all parts of the movement. At the same time, shallow breathing. Anytime you need a break, you release your knees and you come back into child's pose. 3, 2, release the knees, come back to child's pose. Nice work. Let's try one more, just right here. Lift up, draw. Long, straight legs, looking slightly in front of you. Shallow breath. Beautiful job, you guys. Now, rather than coming back to child's pose, you're going to lift into that pike position and you're going to drop your heels slightly. You should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings and that should feel really good on your spine. So now we're going to add on. We're going to go from here to plank, to drawing one knee through the arms, placing it back, to drawing the other knee through the arms, placing it back, and returning to pike, and hold it. Nice work. Ready? Let's do it again. Plank first. One knee, second knee, draw up into pike. Hold. Draw that belly button in, drop your heels slightly. Let's go back to plank. Hold, recruit. Now, draw one knee in, back, other knee in, back, return to pike, draw the belly button in. Nice work. We're doing one more. Start with a really strong plank. Now, maintain that plank. Nothing moves but one leg. That's it. Then we place it back. Then the other leg. Isolate, isolate, and we place it back. And finally, we come back to that pike, which feels really good at this stage. Come back into your child's pose and take a moment. Circuit number 1 is complete. All right, let's go to circuit number 2. Place those weights to the side. If you like, once again, you can hold on to your weights and just have them hanging to the side if you want to do that. We're going to be doing sumo squats. So that means you have a wide stance. Have a little water. Now, it's not a wide squat. Your knees are rotated out to the corners and you're coming really, really wide, okay? Think about sumo wrestlers. Now, as soon as you come really wide, you want to hinge forward. We all do, but this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about expanding through your chest, recruiting your core and keeping that chest open as you go down. So do that with me. Go down, go as deep as you can. Now, think about recruiting the inner thigh and your glutes. Slowly draw up. Nice. Take it down. Slowly recruit and draw up. If you have weights, they're right in the center, right here. And draw up. Slowly down and draw up. You can keep your hands wherever you like. Are you focusing on the recruitment of the inner thigh and the tightening of your glutes as you come up? Consider this your warm-up. It's also something you can come back to. If it becomes too intense, you come back to this. We're going to do 2 more. This counts as 1. Last one. 2. This time you're going to come down and hold. Now you're going to go even deeper and hold. At this stage you feel like, okay, it's as far as I can go, but you know what? It isn't. So I want you to go just a little deeper. Yes, right there. That's the spot you're going to hold. Now breathe through it. Yes, feel the recruitment of the muscles. Feel the core stabilizing. Beautiful. Now from here, small lift, drop down. Small lift, drop down. Small lift, drop down. Beautiful. Breathe. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold on down, hold. This is the last one. Come all the way up and all the way down. A little deeper this time, right? You will automatically go deeper once you've done that. That's it, beautiful. Go to that new spot. Remember, still focusing on the recruitment of the inner thigh. Using that core to stabilize. Shoulders down. Activate the glutes on the way up. Beautiful job. 2 more. This is 1. This is 2. You're going to hold it down. Hold. Hold. Settle in a little deeper. And just a little deeper. Hold. Stabilize. You have to recruit your core. So recruit it. Draw in that belly button. Now, come up just a little bit. And shuffle. Yes. Now you're not lifting up and down, you're just lifting your feet. Notice my shoulders stay on the same plane. They're not up and down, they're staying there, and I'm just lifting. And this is so much harder than it looks. I know. 4, 3, 2. Last one. All the way up, all the way down. Draw in, take it out. Draw in, take it out. Draw in. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful job. Bring the legs in, march it out. Have a little bit of water. Get your weights. We're doing tricep work. So, we do a fair number of repetitions. You might want to go lighter on the weight. Starting with whatever gives you support in the lower body. Some people prefer a wider stance. Feel free to do that. Soften your knees. Find a nice stable lower body position. Remember, our focus is upper body right now. So draw the elbows out and extend and draw in. Extend and draw in. Beautiful. Now, what is happening with your spine? You have a nice neutral spine. You have a soft curve in that lower back, and you're keeping the legs stable. And you're keeping that spine stable. You're not collapsing forward at all. Once again, recruit that core. Exhale as you extend. Now, try not to lift the shoulders. So my shoulders are down on the extension. They don't lift up. So I don't lift up when I extend. Okay, I stabilize and I just extend the lower arm. Nice work. Let's do 8 more. 8. 7. Try not to speed up. 'Slow on the extension. Slow on the retraction. 2 more. 1. And 2. And release the arms down. Roll your shoulders back. That should feel really good. Now, we're going to take it from the center. Draw out. And then slow release. Draw out. And slow release. So the draw out is quite fast. Lift. And then slow, 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 slow. Lift. And slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. And that's your last one. Beautiful job. Put on those weights. Once again, if you need the weights because you don't want to flex your wrists, hold on to the weights. Otherwise, just come onto the floor. And once again, we're starting with the plank. Square out your hips. Make sure your hands are below your shoulders. They can be slightly away from your shoulder blades if that's more comfortable for you, but not very far, please. Okay, hold right there. You know what to do for a nice strong plank? Now we're going to add on. We're going to draw one knee in, rotate to the elbow, draw back right here. Other side. Draw in, rotate, center, back, in, twist, center, back. Now on the twist, you're going to notice the recruitment of your obliques on the side of the abdomen. That's what I want you to feel. Feel it right here. Yes. Center, back. You're going to rotate the hip, then you're going to square out the hip and take it back. Draw in, rotate, center, back. Give me 2 more, and then we'll have a little break. 1 more. Hold, release, roll back into child's pose. Consider taking the arms a little further away and really tucking in the belly button, creating a little bridge in the lower back, and notice the wonderful extension you get. Nice work. Come back to your plank, right here. Stabilize. This time when you rotate, you're going to hold. So ready? Draw in, rotate, hold, center, back. Draw in, rotate, hold, center, back. 1, 2, 3, center for 4. 1, 2, 3, center for 4. Keep going. Think about your breathing. Slow it right down. Feel the recruitment of your obliques. We've got 2 more. Draw in, twist, hold, center, back. Last one. Draw in, twist, center, and back. Hold. Release the knees. Come back to child's pose. Beautiful job, you guys. We're going to go to our 3rd circuit. Coming up, we're going to do narrow squats and reverse lunges. Let's start with the narrow squat. Quickly have a drink of water. Give yourself a little moment. All right. Narrow squat right here. Your feet are about hip distance apart, and you're going to draw your hip back. So do it slowly. As you draw your hip back, you're recruiting your core, and for some of us, we even arch the lower back slightly for support. Place your hands on top of your thigh. No weight on your hands, just there for support. Ready? Then we're going to activate the glutes and draw the hip forward. So drive back, loading your heels, come as deep as you can, then activate your glutes and draw the hip forward. That's as slow as I want you to go. center, draw all the way up. That's it. Draw down and all the way up. As you go down, really recruit that core and draw up. Now, if you like weights, you can put them right onto the side and do the same movement with heavy weights to the side. You always have that option. All right, now we've got some good patterning. I want you to stay upright, right here. Now, we're going to think about balance. Find a spot on the wall somewhere. Take one leg, it doesn't matter which one it is. Draw back into the reverse lunge. Coming to center, narrow squat. Same leg, repeating. Remember, draw back. Come back to center, narrow squat. Draw back, slow. Back to center, narrow squat. Same leg, back, center, really working on your balance. Beautiful. Give me 4 more. 4, center, draw back, lift. 3, center, draw back, lift. This is the last one. Draw back, lift, march it out. Now we're going to switch our legs. So if you did the right leg, you're now on the left leg for your reverse lunge. Ready? Starting with the narrow squat. Here we go. Narrow squat. Activate those glutes. Opposite leg. Narrow squat. Fire it up. Back. Lift. Nice work. One side is usually easier than the other. Keep your hips square. Find a spot to focus on. If you can come a little deeper, I want you to try to do that. Activating that core the entire time. Give me 3 more. This is 1. 2. 3, narrow squat, march it out. Beautiful. We're going to combine it. Narrow squat, right leg, left leg, narrow squat. Reverse lunge. Ready? I'm going to stand on my mat, square up my hips, find a focus, recruit my core. Here we go. Narrow squat. Down, deep as you can. Reverse lunge, transfer your weight back. Center, other leg. Transfer your weight back, center, narrow squat. I want you to go that slow, that deliberate. Narrow squat. Slow, one leg back, second leg back, center. Repeat it. We're going to do 4 more, really refine that movement. Refine it, draw the shoulders back. Draw the shoulders back. Narrow squat. That's 1. Let your breathing help you. Oh, I messed it up, sorry. Come back to center. 1 leg. Other leg. Together. This is our last one. Make it really good. Other leg. And double. And lift up and march up. Fantastic. Are you feeling your back? Yes, you should be a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit because you're working it. It's part of the core. This is your powerhouse, front and back. All right, let's go to the arms. I want you to get heavy weights this time. Let's start with heavy weights. Extend the arms fully. All the way down again. Bend the knees. You can always come lower into that position. You can have a wider squat and come lower, whatever you prefer. I'm going to stay more upright, soften my knees. Now draw all the way up and give me a full extension. What does that mean? It means I don't stop here. I go all the way and then all the way up, all the way down and all the way up. Nice. Come back to that breathing. Lift up through that spine. Tighten your core. You can go as heavy as you like on these weights. Our biceps tend to be really strong. It's from all those things that we carry that activate the bicep. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, activate that core, keep it really strong. Last one, full extension right here. Now, alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting because the first thing that happens when you alternate is you suddenly start speeding up because you know you can create momentum and it makes it easier. So don't create the momentum. Slowly up, slowly down, slowly up. That's it, way better. Slow it down. Feel your forearm being activated as well. 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, now lift both elbows so that they're slightly below your shoulder. You're going to open up through the chest and then draw back to center. So notice my weights. They tap in the center, they go wide and I rotate. My wrists are facing forward. Then I come all the way in again and I tap in the center. Then I go wide, open up through the chest, and then I contract through the chest. Pectoral work, bicep work, deltoid work, and tricep work. Basically all your arms and your chest and the upper back. And always your core is activated. Feel that upper back activation. Now feel the pectorals in the front of the chest when you bring the elbows forward. So pectoral, notice, yes. Now take it out, feel the upper back, yes. Pectorals, upper back, beautiful. How should your arms feel? Tight and heavy. That means you're doing everything right. 4 more. 4, don't speed it up. Nice work. 2, give me one more. Oh, nice work. Release, release, release. Oh, that's going to feel good. Now, rotate your wrist forward. So your actually your wrist is facing your thigh. The outside of your wrist is forward. You're going to lift one arm, and it's going to be slightly below the shoulder, and then you're going to release it. Lift the other arm, and release it. Again, try not to speed up. Slow, powerful, deliberate movements. That's it. Is your wrist straight? Keep it straight. Lock it in position. Now, if you find this challenging, stay right here. Otherwise, try both arms. Hold. Slow release. Lift up. 1. Slow release. Quick up. Slow release. That's it. Quick up. Slow release. Nice work. Up. Slow release. Up. Slow release. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice work. Release those weights, come back down to the mat. Big surprise, we're starting off with the plank. That's going to be our starting position. With the weights or without the weights, you decide. Now, find that plank position, make sure it's nice and strong. Square hip, pressing in the belly button, hands below the shoulders, looking slightly in front of you. Now, I want you to take one leg, lunge it through. Lunge it through right here. So you're in a running stretch position. From this position, you're going to take your weight back slightly so you can clap underneath that leg. Fire up all of those muscles. Tap, come back, same side, plank. Ready? Lunge, weight transfer, clap, back to plank. Same side, lunge, transfer your weight, clap, back to center, lunge, clap, back to center. 4 more. Lunge, transfer the weight, clap, back to center. That's 1. Lunge, transfer, 2. Lunge, transfer, 3. Lunge, transfer, 4. Hold, plank position, hold. Nice big exhale. Recruit, recruit. That's it. Keep maintaining that strong, powerful core. Feel free to go into child's pose if you need a break. Ready for the other side. Now, opposite leg. Lunge, get that position strong. Transfer your weight, tap, come back to plank. Ready? Lunge, transfer, clap, back to center. Lunge, clap, back to center. Lunge, clap, back to center. 4 more. Lunge, clap, back to center. Really recruit that core. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. And holding back with your plank. Returning to plank. You're on your tippy toes, remember. Keep recruiting that core. Now, release the knees. Come back to child's pose. Consider taking your hands a little further forward, even creating 10 fingertips, drawing your head through your arms and holding that stretch. Come back to tabletop. Take your hands a little wider than your shoulders. Coming to plank with wider arms. Right here. Now, take one hand, tap behind. Wide arms. Other hand, tap behind. Tap. Wide arms. Tap. Tap. My hip is moving, but it's still stable, very stable. Notice my lower back is anchored. My core is activated. No taps. No taps. You could do this with weight. Our upper bodies are pretty activated as it is, but if you want to make it harder, you can use your weights. 4 more. 4. 3. Use that plank. 2. 1. Come back, hands closer. Right here. Drop the hip a little closer to the mat. Activating again. Nice work. Release the knees. Come back to child's pose. Arch the lower back up slightly. Feel a wonderful stretch. Maybe if you can, move your arms a little further away from your shoulders. Come forward. Last set, we're going to do 20 push-ups. Take your hands wider than your shoulders. Feel free to come from your knees or full extension, whatever you prefer. We're doing them slowly. Now, you're in your plank position. Recruit that core. Keep that back straight. There's no bending at all. Drop down. That's one. That's how slow you're going to go. That's two. That's three. 4. 5. 6. Don't speed it up. Going through that range of movement slowly. You're halfway through. Feel free to take a break now if you want. We're going to continue and do 10 more. This is 10. 9, drawing that belly button. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful job. Come back into child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. That is the end of our final circuit. Arch that lower back, draw the hip forward. Feel a wonderful stretch all along your back. Really reaching forward with your fingertips. Nice work, everyone. Let's come to tabletop. Now, knees about hip distance apart, maybe a little more if you prefer. Nice, long, straight spine. We're going to arch our back right up towards the ceiling, and as we do that, we're going to draw our hip forward. Now, in this position, you're going to wiggle waggle. Move the hip side to side. Draw the abdomen in, and just move the hip side to side. Yeah, nice loosening up of that lower back. And now hold it still, and draw the belly button all the way to the mat, lifting your tailbone up. And this time you're expanding through your chest and looking in front of you. So we're coming into cow. We're going to exhale and come into cat. Exhale. Isolate, hold cat. And now let's go to dog. Wag your tail. Ready? Stabilize. Drop the belly button to the mat. Lift up that tailbone and look in front of you. Expand through your chest. Now come back to tabletop. Take one arm and reach it behind the other arm. And I want you to think about dropping the shoulders towards the floor and twisting out that spine. I'm not flexible enough to bring my shoulder right to the floor, but some of you are. So feel free to do that. Reach. You're looking and twisting. Yes, nice work. Nice, deep breath. This is your reward for all your hard work. I've been cheating you on the stretches at the end, so I made sure I didn't do that today. Come back to center. Center, recruit that core, drawing the belly button, other arm, reaches right through. Just twist, twist, twist as far as you can go. Do it slowly and then increase the mobility where you're able to. I don't want you to force anything. And slowly coming back to center. Nice work. One more time. We're going to lift up, arch right towards the ceiling. Draw your hip forward, create lots of space between your shoulder blades. Right here, hold, and then let's wag our tail. Feel that lower back loosening up. This should feel really good. Now bring it back to center. Drop the belly button all the way to the mat. Looking in front of you once again, expanding through your chest. Nice deep breath. And returning to your tabletop. Nice work. Now, take that lunge position that we had before. Make sure your heel is directly below your knee. in the front leg. So check that first. Nice straight line. Now, place your hands on either side. I create 10 fingertips and lift up your back leg. Now draw the hip forward so you're in a beautiful runner stretch. And I want you to feel stable here. You should be able to lift your hand and the other hand because you're really stable and centered. Hold it and feel a wonderful stretch. Hamstring in the front, quadriceps and hip flexor in the back leg. Hold it right here. Draw in the belly button, give me lots of stability. Create a fist on the floor if you like. Sometimes that really helps with your stability. That's it. Beautiful. Now drop one knee, place your shoelaces on the floor, and draw that hip further forward as far as you can. Really feeling a beautiful hip flexor stretch. Now, for a lot of us, this is enough. We can't go any further. For some of you are really flexible, I want you to turn and see if you can reach back and hold on to your heel or even further. And hold. Remember when we twisted before we did this? This was preparation for this one. So this would be considered quite an intense stretch. But you did good preparation, so you should find that you're able to do it. Now, in this position, can you draw that hip just a little further forward? Just a little more. This should feel wonderful. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Try not to let the one knee, the one in the front leg, drop open. So draw that knee towards the center. Now, release the back leg right here. Place both hands on the side of the front foot. And once again, lift up into your runner stretch. Right here. Beautiful. Now, big surprise, come back into plank. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it, not again. All right, other leg. Reaches forward into your runner stretch. Now, check. Knee above your heel. Fist on either side or tank fingertips, whatever gives you a lot of balance. You should feel really anchored and balanced. You should be able to lift both your arms and feel completely balanced. So I want you to find that spot where you feel really in control and balanced. That's it, nice work. Now draw the hips slightly forward. Increase that flexibility. Beautiful. Nice shallow breathing. Draw in that belly button. Release the knee to the mat. Release your shoelaces onto the mat. And now draw that hip as far forward as you can. Try not to let this leg bow out. You're going to keep it tightly in, locked forward, keeping in control. Now, if you're able to, you're going to turn around and you're going to grab the back heel and draw that leg even further, closer to your glutes. Now, press that hip further forward. That's it. Beautiful rotation through the lower back. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings, this is going to be a problem. So don't worry about it. Relax the leg down. Just hold it here. Not a big deal. Sometimes I'm able to do it and sometimes I'm not. Now, draw that front knee towards your chest. Don't let it bow out. Draw it in. That's it. Beautiful. Pull in the belly button. Really good work, everyone. Release the leg back. Come back into your runner's stretch. Come back into it. Maybe you have to make small adjustments. Feel free to do that. Hips square to the floor. Recruit that core. Both hands really strongly stable on that mat. Take the other leg back into your plank. Here we are again. Holding. Four, three, two, release the knees, come all the way back into child's pose. Take your head through your arms, take your hands as far forward as you can, create that beautiful stretch. Come back into tabletop. Place one foot on the floor. Place the other foot on the floor. Now, you're in that narrow squat position and your butt is really, really low. Place your hands on your thigh and slowly come into the upright position. Lengthening up through the spine. Nice, long, straight spine right here. Relax the shoulders down. Roll the shoulders down. Hip square, activate your core. Now, take one leg a little wider, transfer your weight over, and come into a quadriceps stretch. One knee across from the other. Gently lift one arm and settle your shoulder. Now, not only are you stretching the quadriceps, but you're incorporating quite a bit of balance with this one. So, keep your chest open, find a spot that you can focus on, and hold. Keep holding. I'm going to go sideways. Now, think about drawing that hip a little further forward. And when you draw your hip forward, you're going to notice that your glutes get really tight. So draw the hip forward. Now, I want you to hinge, hinge, hinge. Bend the supporting knee. Really bend the supporting knee. Now reach forward with both arms and lengthen your back leg. And try to get that upper body parallel with the floor. Try it. You're really loading the foot and the leg and the muscles that are on the floor. And then you're really reaching forward with your fingertips and lengthening back with your leg. And very slowly and smoothly bring it all in. Lift it all up. And release. Now that was really precarious and you're wobbling and having to stabilize. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Flex that same foot forward. Hinge your hip back. Recruit the core. Both hands on your bent thigh. Roll your shoulders back, expand through your pectorals. That's it. Beautiful stretch in the hamstring and also in your calf muscle. Now you should feel really anchored and stable right here. Now we're going to do some work on balance again. You're going to lift up, keep this knee bent, keep this foot grounded onto the floor. Take the other leg, create a figure four, and then slowly draw your hip back. Place your hands in front of you. Press your palms together and sit back as far as you can. Drawing the belly button, find a spot on the floor and press your palms together. Sometimes just creating that pressure through your hands gives you a focus. If you find placing your hands somewhere else is easier, then do that. I'm going to go over. Now, I want you to release your arms. Place one hand on your knee. Bring it all the way up to your hip. Push the opposite hip out and reach over. Feeling a wonderful stretch all the way along the side of your body. Now, this hand is on your hip. This is your start position. Wherever you are, you're going to push that hip just a little more. Yes, and hold. Breathe through it, don't hold your breath. And slow release. Come back to that center, soften your knees. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Transfer all your weight over to one side. Quad stretch. Focusing on balance. Find a spot on the wall. Recruit that core. Lift up through your spine. Extend one arm, but keep the shoulders down. Now, gently draw that hip forward and feel the recruitment of your glutes as you do that. Beautiful job. Keep going. I'm going to go sideways. Now, I'm going to slowly hinge forward, bending my supporting knee even more. Extend back with one leg, reach forward with both arms. And I'm going to attempt to square out my hips and come parallel to the floor. That's the goal. Parallel to the floor, squaring out your hips. Hold. Keep that focus if you can. 3, 2, slowly draw all the way up. Can you do that? without releasing and collapsing. Yes, you can. Release. Beautiful job. All right. That leg is forward. Strong dorsiflexion. Toe right to the ceiling. Hinge forward. Recruit your core. Both hands on your bent thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Feel a wonderful stretch in your calf and your hamstring. Returning to focusing on balance. Lift up through the spine. Anchor the supporting leg and foot into the floor. Take that leg above your knee and slowly draw your hip back. Place your hands in front of you. Create pressure in the palms, pressing against each other. If that's not helpful to you, you can place your hands wherever you like. Keep that focus. Recruit that core. It's giving you lots of support for your balance. Press that foot into the floor. Beautiful. Now, place your hand on that knee. Bring it all the way up to your hip. Drop the leg over. Push the opposite hip out and reach all the way over. Feel that wonderful stretch all the way along the side. This should feel really good. Take the hand that's on that hip and give it a little shove. That's it. Intensify. Nice shallow breathing. And slowly come back. Soften both your knees. Inhale up. Exhale down. Give me one more deep, deep, deep inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Got one more stretch. Arm across. Bend. Press. Drop the shoulder. Promise you this is the last one we're going to do. And release. Other arm. Come across. Bend. Press back. And release, and you are done. Fantastic work today, everyone. Nice work. Keep doing these. Gonna make you stronger and stronger. Take care. Thanks for coming, you guys.
Thanks, Shirley. Great class.